Hi guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it's time to move on to content to review that is just spooky enough for children. What am I talking about? I am, of course, talking about Scooby-Doo. Not just any Scooby-Doo media, but the animated film Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster. The basic plot of which sees the Mystery Inc. crew on a vacation to Scotland to visit Blake Castle, the ancestral home of the Blake family, Daphne's family, just in time for the Highland Games, which is an annual event in Scotland, only to then get caught up in the mystery of the Loch Ness Monster, which, as a Scooby-Doo mystery goes, well, you know what the Scooby-Doo mysteries are like, right? Some monster starts attacking and they're thrown into the mystery, only to then uncover one of the people claiming to be a victim as one of the culprits. It's pretty much the same thing here. Because we have a writer who's actually a believer in the Loch Ness Monster going up against a skeptic. And there's also a man named Dell who runs a show that hunts the Loch Ness Monster and knows that it's unhappy with the Highland Games going on. Okay, now I'm gonna stop talking here because I don't want to spoil the ending. It's a doozy. But one last thing I will say is it's a good film, being the first of these animated Scooby-Doo movies I've ever seen. Now, next time, guys, I will be reviewing another nostalgic kid's favourite. Well, this was one of them, but it was a movie and not the TV series. But the actual nostalgia favourite that was meant to be in this review slot, pardon me, was The Hero Next Door. Yeah, classic Fireman Sam. That's next time now, though. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a magical time. Hi guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it's time to get your nostalgic hats back on. For those of you from the UK who were big fans of the classic series I'm going to be reviewing here tonight. I am, of course, talking about the classic series of Fireman Sam. Now, the basic plot of Fireman Sam is he's a fireman that lives in the fictional Welsh village of Pontypandy, and in every episode he is dealt with some kind of emergency, not necessarily a fire. Is it like it either be a fire or a rescue, that sort of thing. And also, the original series ran from 1987 to 1994, 4 series in total, and there were 33 episodes. There was 32 10-minute episodes and one 25-minute Christmas special, that one being Snow Business. And other characters we meet during the series are the other men at the fire station, Station Officer Steele and Elvis Cridlington, later joined by firefighter Penny Morris. There's Trevor Evans, whose normal day job is a bus driver, but he also stands in as an auxiliary fireman. There's Sam's nephew and niece, Sarah and James, who are twins, fraternal twins, of course, because one's a boy and the other's a girl. Then we have the local proprietor of the cafe, Bella Lasagna. And then the local proprietor of the general store, Dilys Price, and her son, Norman. Yeah, I know what you must be thinking. I'm not making this up. Dilys Price, owner of a general store, has a son named Norman. The joke just writes itself. Okay. Norman's a little mischief maker. He loves going around playing pranks on people. His usual targets being the men at the fire station. So, but unlike other mischief makers, every time he gets caught out in one of his pranks, they do something to him to teach him a lesson, like force him to do chores, and he never does the pranks again for the remainder of the run of the series. And with Dillis's usual quips of "Mummy's little darling," yeah, okay, and then Sam's usual catchphrase of "Great fires of London." Elvis Cridlington's main quirk is his love of music. It can distract him. And in one of the episodes, we even meet one of Sam's inventions, Bentley the robot. Yeah, Sam invents things in his spare time. He has an inventing shed. And then there's the other famous catchphrase of the show, "Now who needs the fire service?" So guys, now I'm going to tell you the plots of some of the episodes. The very first episode involves Sarah and James losing their kite and Sam having to rescue it from the shop roof. There's even an episode with Norman's chemistry set getting knocked over and causing a fire, even though, okay. And there's an episode where Sarah and James get lost in the fog on their way to Penny Morris's. And Sarah gets caught in a marshy hole and needs rescuing. So yeah, that's the plots of some of the episodes. Overall, Fireman Sam, the classic series, is one of the best kids' TV shows out there and an all-time favourite from my childhood. What about any of yours, if you were old enough to remember it? If so, guys, next time I will be reviewing well, guys, I don't think I'm gonna be in Bedhampton anymore. If that doesn't give you a massive clue, I don't know what will. Okay. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a magical time. Oh, hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where I'm going to start reviewing every Oz film there is for the next line of episodes. Well, to be perfectly frank and honest, other episodes will be sprinkled in between them. So let's start with my review of 1939's classic, The Wizard of Oz. Which I'm sure you'll know is based off the book The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum, which was published 39 years before that in 1900. Basically, it tells the story of Dorothy Gale, played by Judy Garland, who lives on a farm in Kansas with her Aunt Em and Uncle Henry. And one day, she and her dog Toto are caught in a gale or in a cyclone, which sends them off into the magical land of Oz, the merry old land of Oz, where she meets these funny little characters called the Munchkins, and she is also greeted by Glinda, the Good Witch of the North. and who sends her with the ruby slippers owned by the now dead, recently dead, Wicked Witch of the East, which then sends her sister, the Wicked Witch of the West, played by Margaret Hamilton, in hot pursuit of Dorothy. And along her journey, she meets her three friends, the Scarecrow, played by Ray Bolger, who joins her on her journey in search of a brain. The Tin Woodman, or the Tin Man, as he's known in the film, played by Jack Haley, who joins her on the journey in search of a heart, and the Cowardly Lion, played by, was it Burt Lahr, who's in search of courage, so joins them on their journey. And every step of the way, the Wicked Witch is following them. They do make it to the Emerald City where the wizard lives, only to find out that he's not a great wizard and will only grant them what they want. Dorothy's just looking for a way back to Kansas. Will grant them what they want if they do but one thing for him: kill the Wicked Witch. And how did they go about this, you might ask? Well, it turns out that the Wicked Witch's weakness is water. So they have to. So all they have to do, which is what they do, is splash her with it, and she will melt, and she melts. And well, they do this after Dorothy is imprisoned, and it's up to her friends to free her and help her kill the witch. Now, in the end, they all get what they came in search of, but I'll have to say this: the Scarecrow, for a character with no brains, based on the character in the book, is actually the smartest character of them all. And the wizard turns out to be an old Kansas man himself. Now, the wizard is played by Frank Morgan, who also plays uh, the cabbie and the door guard and Professor Marvel, to name three of his other roles in the film. So, Frank Morgan actually plays 5 characters in the film. I just can't remember who the 5th character is. So, but all it turns out Dorothy had to do to get home in the end was just tap her heels together 3 times. Okay, so that's the basic plot of The Wizard of Oz. And of course it does end on the "it was a dream" ending, but this was the first time I recall it ever being used. So it wasn't cliche yet at the time. But her whole adventure was a dream, because she was knocked unconscious by the cyclone. Anyway, it is one of my favourite films of all time, this one. And it has such musical numbers as the Lollipop Guild, or the Munchkin song, Ding Dong, the witch is dead, and You're Off to See the Wizard, among others. So now, that's it for this review, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Next time, I'll be reviewing Return to Oz from 1985. Until then, if you enjoyed this video... No, wait, I've already done that. So, thanks for watching, guys, and have us a magical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it is now time to jump ahead in time to 1985 to continue our reviews of the Oz films. Wait, there was an Oz film in 1985? Have you never heard of it? Return to Oz, the pseudo-sequel to The Wizard of Oz. The basic plot of which sees Dorothy returning to Oz after escaping from a psychiatric hospital with the help of a young princess. And upon her arrival back to the merry old land, she finds it not so merry anymore. The yellow brick road is in ruins, and all her friends have been demoted from their positions. The villainous Wheelers are terrorizing the land, and the evil witch Mumby is behind all of this. And her new friends, TikTok, a hen, and TikTok's a robot, by the way. Yeah, well, it is a confusing one to go through this one. Dorothy is no longer played by Judy Garland, of course, because obviously by 1985 she would have been too old to play Dorothy again. So she's played by a new young actress. But they've made her too young. I think they tried to match the apparent age of the character in the books. Now, this film is actually, it takes its basis from the first two sequels of L. Frank Baum's series, The Marvelous Land of Oz and Ozma of Oz. But what happened to Dorothy's original friends? Well, I've already said they've been demoted, but, well, the Scarecrow does sort of appear, but he doesn't look like the Scarecrow anymore. And we also have the Gnome King. Yes. So this is a pretty dark story. And Dorothy and her friends have to save Oz. Right. I think I'm done telling you the basic plot of this one. And to be honest with you guys, while it's an okay film, it's not a favourite of mine. No. And I'm sure that feeling is mutual for a lot of you. Anyway, as usual guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. The next film up for review is 2011's Tom and Jerry and the Wizard of Oz. Until then, have a Semajical time. Hi guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where for the past couple of episodes now, I've been reviewing Oz films. The Wizard of Oz, and just last episode, Return to Oz. What now? I've got a question to ask you. Once again, guys, do you like Tom and Jerry? Yeah. And do you like The Wizard of Oz? Yeah. But do you like them thrown together? Well, Tom and Jerry and The Wizard of Oz from 2011 is basically an animated retelling of the original Wizard of Oz film, but with Tom and Jerry thrown in, as they promise Dorothy's Aunt Em that they'll keep her safe and follow her into Oz on her adventure. So, yes, basically, they cause some of the events of The Wizard of Oz to happen in this film. As if we needed them to do that. But now that I've said that, I still enjoyed this version. I know that might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't care. No, I don't. So you can knock it off, okay, if you're going to tell me I'm wrong to like it. So, guys, what does that mean for the next episode? Well, we're going to jump ahead to 2013 and also jump back in time for the live action timeline for Oz, the Great and Powerful. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a Semajical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where for the past 3 episodes now, I've been reviewing films based on the Oz series by L. Frank Baum. And this episode will be no different, because I'm now going to review the prequel, Oz the Great and Powerful. It's a live action film, and it's from 2013. The basic plot of Oz the Great and Powerful is a carnival magician in Kansas is whisked away by a cyclone in his hot air balloon to the merry old land, where he meets up with a cast of whimsical characters and is instantly proclaimed the Great Wizard, even though he doesn't make any such claims. And this film's actually about his adventure through Oz with his companions, and through this we meet the witches, and the witch of the north and the witch of the south, and yes, and the witches of the east and west. And we also meet a little porcelain doll. Yes, that's right. Who goes on his adventures with him. James Franco plays our main character, Oz, as his name. Obviously. But he does play him really well. So if you ever wanted to know the true backstory of the wizard, instead of the Cliff Note version Frank Morgan gives us at the end of The Wizard of Oz, then you need to watch this film. But I don't think they would have thought back then that there would eventually be a prequel film. So, but yeah, I like this. It tells a story well as a backstory and a prequel, and that's all you need to know of my opinion. In the next episode, guys, we'll be taking a break from reviewing the Oz films, because the next one I need to review, I still need to see. Well, actually, by this point, I might have already seen it, but still, we're taking a break. And the next film I'm going to be reviewing is another animated film. Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers. Next time. But until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a magical time. Hi guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where we're taking a break from reviewing the Oz-related films in favour of going back to the Scooby-Doo animated movie library for the second of those reviews, Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers. Now, here we go. The basic plot of this film is Shaggy has inherited his uncle's old mansion. So he moves out there with Scooby and Scrappy. The only problem is this place is haunted. And while Shaggy tries to brave it out and not be so cowardly, the same can't be said for Scooby. Well, they do have to call in the the ghost hunters known as the Boo Brothers, who ironically, and get this, are ghosts themselves. And they're the comic relief of the episode. Of the film. And all the while, the subplot, there's two subplots. The first subplot is about an escaped gorilla who's escaped from the zoo, or from the circus. There's a police sheriff that is chasing it down. And the other subplot is that the butler of the house, along with a neighbour who's a long-standing rival of Shaggy's uncle, yeah, they're trying to chase and scare Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrappy away from the house. And would you know it, one of the ghost hunting ghosts is also a coward. What are the chances? Okay. Oh dear. So that is basically, well, the basic plot of this film. It's a very comedic take on ghost hunting, and that's evidenced by the fact that we have ghosts doing the ghost hunting. So, with that being said, guys, that is it for this review. You've heard my opinion. You can share yours with me in the comments if you like. But the next film I'm going to be reviewing will be The Truman Show, starring Jim Carrey. So I'll see you then. But until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a magical time.